Hello, welcome to Aquanaut by Ian Gray, a game suggested to me by Denny from Retro Control Centre. Early game, the people who have played this have noticed on Lemon 64 said it's really difficult and no, it's not too good. A couple of people said it was okay. The thing about this is your ship is really slow, and if you didn't time when you're going to move for the enemies to come out, they're going to get you, as simple as that. Really tight playing area. Lose life easily just by millimetre touch to the left or the right down some of the chasms to some of the tunnels. Yeah, got it. These missiles that's coming up, I'll call them enemy missiles. You can't kill them. You can't get them to collide in with the terrain. If you move left or right, they'll sort of follow you, obviously. So that's how you use the terrain to your advantage to kill the enemy bullets. And you've got to get your positioning right, look for gaps where you can steer into, and just do your best that way. This part here, you've just got to hope that when you shoot the bullet, as the barrier is clear, it's going to hit the ship that's travelling from left to right. There is one other way you can do it, which is wait for the missiles that's coming up there to collide with the barrier you've just seen. Just as the barrier is disappearing, then you make a dash to the left, but they will chase after you, and if you can't manage to get down to the next bit accurately, you're dead. This is the safest way to do this bit. So I must have got them. These rockets come up, they'll come up, and if you're above it, they'll come after you. That red thing there, if I shoot that, another one of them missiles will come out and follow us and obviously kill us. This is the second checkpoint coming up. Now you hear the little sound. You see the ship come out, and I need to let it go to the left a bit, so I've got enough time to get up, push up, for them to go up after me as well. They're blind to the terrain. Again, using the gap there to use the terrain to sort of get them out of the way. So it's the red thing that's coming up and down that's shooting them out. I'll always let one out when you get killed as well. Again, using the terrain to get rid of it. So I want to follow this missile up, so I've got maximum time to sort of get this red one here and get that little thing out. So apparently if you're shooting left and right, you're using missiles. If you're shooting down, you're using depth charges. This is a tricky bit, very tricky. It's random. The missiles go a long time to come searching for you. It's a big open area. You've got to just judge when it's safe to go, really. It's a lot of patience with this game. A lot of patience. Choosing the right moment. Retreating if it's not feeling right. I'm hoping that they're going to disappear because they've got a time period when they're sort of active. They'll self-explode. And this is the vital area that you need on this part. This little gap here. It's the only place where if you haven't shot the ship on the bottom, then the torpedo thing that's coming up on the left, it's the only place you're going to be safe, where you can move left to guide their bullets into the terrain again. Same fashion here, use the terrain and wait for that moment. If it's not looking good, retreat, stay safe. That's my way of playing this game. It's great, it's been a great game to play, to be honest. So I'm just gonna keep on doing this, steering them in the terrain until I go down and see the opportunity to try and kill the ship. Sometimes you get it first time, sometimes you've got to wait, and you've just got to be patient, you know. You just got to spend that little bit of time. Because randomly, when you get killed, you'll either start off the checkpoint you've just hit, or it'll put you back to the one before. And you think, look, it's quicker to just have the patience to wait and get that moment right. And this is what I like about these type of games, the early ones. Back in the day, I probably loaded this up and turned it off after 20 seconds. Thinking, oh, I can't be bothered with this. But I think the coders knew what they were doing, and I think they were probably a bit ahead of the time, to be honest, because they wanted people to be challenged, and they put time into showing you how you're going to get challenged. And I think a lot of us just couldn't be bothered, to be honest. As you get older, you get a little bit more patient, and you just want to see what happens. Right, so got him. Rocket's always gone over us. Need to get down here and dip this, and then get in that little gap to guide their missile into the same region. The terrain, whatever you want to call it. Tight little gaps to get through here. You don't want to waste lives on these little bits where you can dig it with ease, really. Now the little missile's going to come out, and I need to get to the left to steer them into the terrain again. It's quite tricky, that bit, doing it at that speed. But, trying to preserve lives again. We've got another one just there. I'll drag him down the bottom, obviously. And he's gone. It's a straight diagonal. If you get the right height just below that sticking out rock, you can sort of get it that way. On this bit, I want that thing, the red thing that's going up slowly on the right. As soon as I start seeing it, this is what I've sort of played it enough to time this. As soon as I start seeing it speeding up really fast, and I get the opportunity to get past the first barrier, that's when I go. And stick to the top. Let the rocket run out, let the missiles run out, self-explode, try and steer around to the right, and get to the next bit. Got to be absolutely dead on. Two hits, and I need my nose just about touching that sort of that column there, wherever it is. Again, it's a very tight space just to get past that. I've got to be shooting down, depth charging, keep that there. And I didn't shoot it enough. So let's back to this bit. Nose touching again. It's not close enough, would you believe? There's still a tiny gap, and I pushed too far. That's touching there. Again, depth charging, waiting for the moment to get through to the left. I need to go straight up. Well, there's a big gap. It's a big space, which means there's a lot of missiles going to be free to try and get us. I've got to try and get them to run out as well as shoot that thing that's releasing them. And there is a ship that comes out and fires rockets. There he's there. I got lucky and missed it. So I've killed him. We're off. I need to get through there before he gets that. Right. That's the one I want to kill. Rockets are coming out. I need to get up the top left. So his missiles again collide with the terrain. And choose the moment when I can shoot that. I always want to steer up here on this bit if he comes below the level of the terrain that I'm sort of hiding behind. So that's that bit gone, and we're leading up to the final part. And lose another life. A bit too close to the barrier there. I want to try and get the right side of the ship as close as possible to the right side of that white sort of column going up. I need that little bit space. To clear the left side of the blue cave thing. This is the final moment. You can see what I'm doing now, and I think I left a bit commentary. This is commentary added after the long play. Thank you, that is Aquanaut done. That's it. Cheers for watching.